Picture ancient Rome at the peak of its power. The streets are alive with celebration. A victorious general returns from battle, his chariot rolling through a sea of cheering citizens. On his head, a crown of laurels, a symbol of divine triumph. Yet behind him, a lone slave whispers something unexpected. Memento Mori. Remember, you are mortal. This paradox of exaltation and humility defined Roman greatness. They built a civilization that stood the test of time, not by chasing fleeting glory, but by mastering a mindset of resilience and clarity. Their secret weapon, a philosophy we now call Stoicism. It didn't just create confidence, it cultivated it from within, shaping a legacy that still inspires today. In this video, we're uncovering 5 Stoic habits to build confidence that's real and lasting, the kind that thrives under pressure and grows stronger with every challenge. Before we begin, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated. Let's dive in. 1. Own your story. Stop comparing. Start thriving. Let me tell you something. Comparing ourselves to others is baked into human nature, society, and technology. It's something we all do, often without realizing it. Society constantly reinforces it, from social media to everyday interactions. Psychologist Leon Festinger called it social comparison theory. It's how we measure ourselves. Whether you're a coder checking your skills or making a career decision, it's natural to look at others for reference. But here's the catch. It doesn't help you grow. It only keeps you stuck in a cycle of self-doubt. Here's the truth. Society hands us a formula for success. Get a job, make money, buy a house, get married, have kids, and tells us that's the key to happiness. But what if that's not the path you want? What if you're carving your own? Everywhere you go, people will remind you of the standard life. Movies, family gatherings. It's like the world is telling you that's the only way. The key to breaking the comparison cycle: stop looking at others and focus on your own path. Real confidence comes from being authentic and accepting that your journey is yours alone. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control, our actions and mindset. As Marcus Aurelius said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. When you stop comparing, you reclaim your power. Focus on self-improvement, and comparison fades away. Stop seeking validation from others and trust your own journey. Keep moving forward. 2. Be your own biggest supporter. Our 4th habit is to be kind to yourself. Confidence isn't built overnight. It's a journey. The Stoics understood this well. They weren't about harsh self-criticism, but about showing compassion toward oneself in times of struggle. Consider this short parable about self-worth and confidence. Once, a youth went to a wise man, seeking help, feeling worthless and desperate. Everyone around him called him a failure, and he wanted to give up on life. The wise man, however, gave him an unusual task. Go to the market, take this ring, and sell it for no less than 1 gold coin. The youth set off to the market, but after many failed attempts, he came back with no gold, only discouraged. "Master, I could not sell the ring for more than a few silver coins," he said. The wise man replied, "Before trying to sell that ring, you should have known its true value. Go to a jeweler and ask him what it's worth. Do not sell it, just ask." The youth followed the advice. The jeweler examined the ring and told him it was worth 70 gold coins. "See," said the wise man, "this ring is precious, and only an expert could recognize its true value. You are like that ring, precious and unique. So why waste your time listening to the opinions of those who don't understand your worth?" This story reveals an important lesson. We often let others define our value, and when we're not kind to ourselves, we diminish our own confidence. The Stoics believed in treating yourself with the same respect and understanding you'd offer a dear friend. When you make mistakes, be patient and kind, for your true worth isn't determined by others' judgments, but by your own self-compassion. Remember, confidence isn't about perfection, it's about recognizing your own value and nurturing it with care. Like the ring, you are unique, and only you can truly understand your worth. 3. Speak empowering words to yourself. Positive self-talk is the foundation of true confidence. The Stoics, especially Epictetus, understood that we are disturbed not by what happens to us, but by our thoughts about what happens. This isn't just ancient wisdom, it's a timeless psychological truth. Your internal dialogue can either build you up or break you down. Let me tell you a story from the samurai tradition. Before battle, a samurai warrior would enter a state of deep concentration, often chanting his affirmations, "I am fearless, I am focused, I am powerful." This wasn't arrogance, but a deliberate act of mental conditioning. The samurai knew that victory didn't lie in strength alone, it was in the mastery of the mind. The warriors who couldn't tame their thoughts were the ones most vulnerable to defeat, not the ones who lacked physical strength. Think of your mind like a battlefield. Every thought is a soldier. If you fill your mind with doubt and negativity, you arm your inner enemies. But when you replace those doubts with affirmations of strength and resilience, you arm yourself for success. This isn't about ignoring reality. It's about shaping your perception of reality to align with your potential. In ancient Egypt, builders of the Great Pyramids were often slaves, working under harsh conditions. Yet, many of them would whisper to themselves, "I am part of something greater than myself." They knew the work was tough, but by repeating their affirmations, they aligned their thoughts with purpose, and they transformed their suffering into dedication. By believing in their contribution, they created wonders that have stood the test of time. Here's the challenge. Every time you feel doubt creeping in today, pause and replace that thought with one of empowerment. I have everything I need to succeed. I am stronger than my obstacles. It may feel unnatural at first, but just like training a muscle, it becomes stronger and more automatic with repetition. Your words shape your world. Choose them wisely. 4. Own your talents. Imagine trying to make a fish climb a tree. It's impossible. Just like every creature has its unique strengths, so do you. Aristotle believed in eudaimonia, or flourishing, which comes from focusing on what you're naturally good at. When you embrace your strengths, you align with your true potential, growing stronger and more successful. In West Africa, a young antelope approached a wise elder seeking advice. It wanted to be strong like the lion or swift like the cheetah to avoid the hunters. The elder pointed to a mighty baobab tree and said, "The baobab doesn't try to be like the palm or mango tree. It stands strong because it knows its purpose." The elder explained, "Your strength is not in trying to be like others, but in what you do best, your agility and endurance. You don't need the lion's power or the cheetah's speed. By focusing on your own abilities, you'll outsmart the hunters." The antelope embraced its natural strengths and, when faced with danger, swiftly evaded the hunters, understanding that mastering its own abilities was key to survival. Lesson: focus on doing what you're good at. Don't compare yourself to others. Like the baobab tree, your strength lies in being true to your own abilities. 5. Embrace criticism as a tool for growth. Criticism has the potential to be one of the greatest tools for growth if we learn to handle it with grace. Take the example of the great Indian ruler, Akbar the Great. Known for his wisdom, Akbar would often invite critics to speak openly in his court, encouraging them to challenge his decisions. One day, a critic openly rebuked his judgment on a matter of governance. Rather than retaliate, Akbar calmly listened, understood the criticism, and used it to adjust his policies. This humility and openness to criticism helped him become one of the most successful and revered rulers in history. In African Ubuntu culture, criticism is seen as a communal effort for growth. Elders offer feedback to the youth not as an attack, but as guidance for improvement. The renowned Chinese philosopher Confucius, who once said, "Real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance." This insight highlights the value of accepting criticism as an opportunity to learn. When his disciples questioned him on a topic, he would often respond with, "I don't know enough yet, let's find out together." By demonstrating that there's always room to grow, Confucius transformed every criticism into a valuable learning experience for himself and his followers. If you found these Stoic habits valuable, hit that like button, subscribe, and activate the notification bell so you never miss out on more powerful insights. Confidence isn't built by comparing yourself to others. It's forged through self-mastery, resilience, and the courage to face criticism with grace. Ready to unlock your true potential? Keep growing, keep evolving, and let the Stoic mindset guide you toward becoming unstoppable. Stay strong, stay focused, and remember, greatness starts with you. By mastering this approach, you transform criticism from a source of conflict into a powerful instrument for personal growth.